And welcome to Phoenix International Raceway. This is the Can-Am 78 simulation. Hold on, I think my mic is a little bit too loud. How you doing out there? I hope everybody is doing great. We have a couple paint schemes that drivers will be running that I could not find. Also, I am running the drivers with their chase banner cars. Like, for instance, the 48 is running the cobalt black paint scheme this weekend. Sure, I could find a cobalt paint scheme, but I'd rather keep the paint scheme that has the chase banner, just so everybody stays in the loop. Okay, so the number one is in a Sherman-Williams paint scheme. I could not find that. The number 13 is running a pretty cool camo paint scheme. We did find that one. The 48 is in a cobalt black paint scheme. And Brian Scott, big news coming out from him. He will be retiring after this season from Sprint Cup Series and possible any racing at all. So if this is your first time watching this, I rate these drivers based on how they are in Sprint Cup Series points at the moment. Drivers 1 through 10 are rated 100 overall. Drivers 10 through 20 are rated 95 overall. And drivers 20 through 30 are 90 overall, and drivers 30 through 40 are rated 85 overall, I think. This is the only somewhat accurate NASCAR simulation on YouTube at the moment until iRacing comes along and steals this, but I'm sure they'll do one heck of a job. So let's get started. I'd like everybody to please rise and remove your hats.
National anthem. Please welcome the United States Army Maneuver Center of Excellence Band from Fort Benning, Georgia.
Welcome to the simulation. Let's get this started. We are running 78 laps here, mile-long track. A little bit over a mile. I think it was 1.022. But the engines are fired here, and we're about to get started. Let's change this camera around. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for spreading the word. On the pole is Ryan Newman, followed by Ryan Blaney. Third place, let's say, is Jimmy Johnson and Brad Keselowski. Fifth is, let's say, Austin Dillon and Joey Logano. Kevin Harvick is seventh. You know what? I messed up. Let's just get back to the front, guys. So this is it. The last race to try to get into the chase for the Sprint Cup at my Homestead, Miami next weekend. Should be tons of fun. Hope you guys enjoy the race. I'm going to mute my mic here for the first 2 laps. The green flag will be in the air. Joey Logano showing everybody around here at the Can-Am 78, guys. Like I said, well, a lot of contact going on right there between the 20 and the 42. That's way back at 17th. Let's go a little bit through the field. Chris Buescher's way back there at 24th. 3 wide here through the dog leg. Martin Triggs Jr. way out back. Let's go back up towards the front, though. We got Joey Logano leading the way here. We'll go spectator view. There's a look at the whole field. Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski. Oh! Oh, and a big crash! Big crash right behind them. There it is. Caution is officially out. Unbelievable. Lap 5 here. Right away, we got a caution. Let's go check out who it is real quickly. We might have to look at a bunch of different replays here. Is it the 16? Nope, it looks like the 24 and the 4 get into it. Let's go back over here. We'll ride with Kevin Harvick, who is normally pretty dominant here. I don't know which camera angle to roll with. I guess we'll go with this one first. Looks like a little bit 4 wide, and that's 2 wide. The 11 gets involved. The 18. Oh, the 18 gets drilled. Let's try to get a better camera angle here. We're watching the 4. That's where it all starts. The 24, 18, and the 41. 11. All up in this, guys. The camera view isn't that good. Let's try to find something better. Oh man, let's go on board with Kevin Harvick here. Kevin Harvick gets away from all of it, but he was involved. I wonder how bad his car will be hurt. I'm trying to look for a helicopter view. This might be a little bit better. Let me rewind this a little bit. Lap 5, guys. First caution of the day. 4 gets into the 31, then comes down to the 24. And then just the big one, everybody. Oh, there's even crashing after it way out front. But let's go further back. Let's ride with Kyle Busch here. Let's see if we can find him. Here we go. On board with Kyle Busch here. 4 wide off of turn 1. He spins, hits the inside wall, and comes back onto the track. And Matt DiBenedetto gets into him. The 71, Danica Patrick. And then also it looked like Jeffrey Earnhardt got a little bit there towards the end. We got to change this camera view. Here we go. Oh, Regan Smith. Hard hit right there, too. Wow. What a crash. I want to get back up here with... where's the 7? Oh, man. Wow. Just carnage everywhere, guys. Right there. Let's go on board with Regan Smith and take a look at this. Wow. At least 20 different drivers involved in this one. And then it also looked like Matt Kenseth got into it after everybody else. There he is right there. Let's get a different camera view. And here we go with Matt Kenseth. It's in front of him. He stays clear of it. And here comes Eric Almirola and drills him. Trevor Bayne, the 5, and the 17, the 41. crashes again. The 11 gets a little piece of it right there. The big one, guys, here at Phoenix International Raceway. Once again, this is the Can-Am 78, everybody. 78 miles. Thank you guys for watching. Let's go on board with Eric Almirola. No, actually, we'll use like a side view or something. I think Almirola had some help there. After watching that replay, it looked like he had some help. We'll take a look at one more replay view. And who should we ride with this time? We'll go up front again. I think the 41 really had the most fun here in this crash. And there you go. Our first caution of the day is out here, lap 5. We'll go ride. Looks like we got people coming down pit road right now. Regan Smith is there. Brian Scott, he's retiring after one more race. The 18 is just completely blown up right now. Look at that car. Damage. Somebody call the medic. I've never seen a car that beat up. It has two, like, L's on the sides of the car. Oh, it looks like he's going to the garage, everybody. Kyle Busch is out of this thing already. Matt DiBenedetto, big damage. Regan Smith, Brian Scott. There had to have been, I don't know, look at the 46 is completely beat up right now. Reagan beat up. Alex Bowman looks okay. The Trump car looks okay. Almirola, Danica Patrick damaged. The 98 machine. Everybody seemed to get a little piece of this. Let's take a look at Casey Mears' car for this weekend, which is still clean right now. It looks like the 78 also doesn't have too much damage. The 15 is looking okay. The 14, 34, 38. So this is the Geico military special paint scheme. We're under caution here, guys. Lap 7 of 78. It looked like Kevin Harvick got into it with the 24. And that started everything, so. We're going to step aside here real quick and pay some bills.
The practice went okay. If he keeps pushing like that, what are you going to do? Here we go.
Can I get your autograph?
Yeah, sure.
I can't wait to show my grandson.
So you're up at dawn, kid, look alive. You've been saving for a big man cave. Good luck with that, Dave. You made the most of your retirement plan, so you better learn to drive that RV, man. So many things you're doing in your life. Nationwide is on your side.
And welcome back. This is the Can-Am 78 at Phoenix International Raceway. I'm iAnthuny, and we are doing the one and only somewhat simulation that is almost real. We had the big one here at Phoenix. At least 15 cars involved. We got the 7 2 laps down, the 83 2 laps down, the 18 he blew up. It looked like it. He was just a disaster. The 44 is 2 laps down, the 20 having a bad championship day here. He's 1 lap down. Danny Kirkpatrick's 1 lap down, and Michael Annett is also 1 lap down. Your leader is Joey Logano here. It's lap 9. Lights are off the pace car. We'll be going green this time by. What are we going to watch for here? I think they're going to try avoiding going 3-4 wide out of 1. We'll see what happens. A lot of guys trying to get to Miami Homestead. Will they punch their ticket here? A green flag is back in the air. Joey Logano, your race leader. Let's let the computer update here. Brad Keselowski is behind Logano. I don't get why the computer... Oh, okay, I get it. My bad. So we got Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski at Penske front row here. Ryan Blaney also running good in his Ford. He's in 3rd. Jimmy Johnson is in 4th. Ryan Blaney's in 3rd. Jimmy Johnson is 4th. 27 Paul Menard is in 5th. And Greg Biffle continuing his good run here on the simulations. He's in 6th. The 24 after that wreck is in 7th. And Kevin Harvick is right next to him in 8th. Here's the battle for the lead. While these guys are staying side by side, Ryan Blaney and Paul Menard want to get in on that. Jimmy Johnson looks like he's falling back. So the 24 goes from 7th to 8th. Kevin Harvick makes a move up to 7th right now. Joey Logano is still your race leader here. Let's go a little bit further back. It's lap 13 of 78. Once again, Logano is your leader. There's your leaderboard right on the top of the screen in case you want to look around. Kevin Harvick needs a win here if he wants to make it onto Miami Homestead to try to win a 2nd championship. Carl Edwards and Jimmy Johnson already have their tickets punched, and they are just waiting for that weekend to come up. Jamie McMurray coming on the inside of Kevin Harvick right here. We're on lap 14 of 78. Once again, this is the Can-Am 78 simulation. I'm iAnthuny, and I'd like to thank you for stopping by, taking your time out of your busy life to just hang out for a little bit and watch some simulation racing going down. We got Tony Stewart. He's back at 12th, racing Austin Dillon, who's in 13th. Ryan Newman is 16th. We're going to keep going back over here. Denny Hamlin having a bad day. He's in 20th right now. He's got Alex Bowman and Clint Boyer running next to him. Clint's hoping for a better year next year when he joins Stewart Haas Racing and takes over Tony Stewart's ride. So good luck to Clint Boyer, Stewart Haas Racing, and Ford, Kevin Harvick, Dan Kirkpatrick, and Kurt Busch. Good luck to them. We're going to move on a little bit further back here. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was in 21st place. Jeffrey Earnhardt, give a shout out to him. He's way back at 27th right now. Reed Sorensen is in 31st position. And it looks like we have 33 cars out there on the track at the moment. We're on lap 17 of 78. Phoenix International Raceway. The pressure is on right here. 4 drivers will be eliminated, and 4 will continue on to the last race of the Sprint Cup season. Joey Logano Will Sliced Bread finally get it done this week? It looked like he was going to get it done last week at Texas. Carl Edwards and his pit crew getting him his ticket to the last round of the chase. So we got Brad Keselowski almost a half a second behind your race leader here. Paul Menard having a really good run. Let's go on board with Paul Menard. We gotta give his sponsor a shout out. He's having a good run here, third place right now. And Jamie McMurray making his way up. He's in fourth. Ryan Blaney's in fifth. Greg Biffle is sixth. Kevin Harvick is seventh. Kyle Larson is eighth. The 19 of Carl Edwards is ninth. And Jimmy Johnson is 10th. So here we go. The 7 is 13 laps down. 83 is 13 laps down. A lot of guys, they blew up on the scene. The 44, 18, 83, and 7. They all look to see they've had engine issues. Also the 20, Matt Kenseth having a bad day for that Sprint Cup driver. I think he might have one more year left at Joe Gibbs, and other than that, they might put Eric Jones in that ride right away. So we got Joey Logano, your race leader here, guys. He's catching up to some lap down traffic finally. And that's going to be the 41 machine of Kurt Busch, who is the last car on the lead lap. And he's going to get passed by easily. Kurt Busch might be out of the chase for the Sprint Cup here. He had a pretty decent run. I really don't expect much from Kurt Busch, and for him to last this long in the chase, that deserves a round of applause. Okay, so then we also have the 98 machine in 31st. We get the 55 also coming up here for your race leader to pass. Joey Logano is your race leader here, lap 23 of 78. Alright, well, one thing I like to do when we get long green flag laps going on or whatever, I like to use what I call the iAnthuny camera. Here we go. This is if you get a ticket and you get to sit wherever you want. We're going to go pick a good seat here. It's lap 74 or 24 of 78. So here's your seat if you're sitting over here at 3-4. And there goes your race leader, Joey Logano. Everybody's trying to chase him down. It looks like Paul Menard makes his way to second. And Jamie McMurray is in third. Brad Keselowski falls back to fourth. And Ryan Blaney is in fifth position right now. So here comes your leader once again. And there they go. Jamie McMurray going for second place. Kyle Larson trying to get by Kevin Harvick. Eric Almirola back there. He spun somebody out earlier. This hill's too far away. I'm assuming if you're up on that hill, this is about your seat. Maybe. This is really a decent view too. We got the 27 catching up to your race leader right now. Actually, the 1 just took the lead. Let's go ahead and rewind that. We got to see what happened. Oh, we got a green flag pit stop going on. That's what happened. So Joey Logano, the first leader on pit road. Will he be taking 4 tires? He's in the right sides going up. Your leader right now is Jamie McMurray, followed by Paul Menard, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Ryan Newman, Greg Biffle, and Jimmy Johnson. And here comes your race leader back off of pit road. Let's see where he lines up. Jamie McMurray is your race leader right now. He's followed by Paul Menard here for first and second. We're on lap 29 of 78. Lap 30 of 78. Jamie McMurray still staying out. I'm assuming he's going to be coming in pretty soon here for Ford Goodyear Eagles. And I'm assuming some Sunoco fuel. Unless that was an untimed pit stop there for the 22. The 22 ends up falling. He falls way back, it looks like. He's one lap down in 32nd position right now. So if you pit here, you're giving up a whole lap. That could have sealed Joey Logano's fate right here. Are these leaders going to pit? Why did Logano have to pit so early? I think Joey Logano is out of the chase here. He had an unscheduled pit stop. I'm assuming it was a vibration. He's about to go 2 laps down here, and here he comes back down pit road once again. Joey Logano. Coming down pit road once again. Sad day for sliced bread here. He was running so good. Let's get back up towards the front real quick. Jamie McMurray is your race leader here, lap 35 of 78. Paul Menard is second. Third is Brad Keselowski. He was running first and second with Joey Logano there earlier. Ryan Blaney's fourth. Carl Edwards is fifth. And the 31 is in 6th position right now. Decent run for him. Kyle Larson making his way back up front. The 11 is in 8th. Kevin Harvick falling back to 9th. And Greg Biffle is in 10th position. All green flag racing here after the big one earlier. A lot of drivers taken out in that big one earlier. The 7, the 83, the 18, and the 44, all big engine blowers there. The 20, 30 laps down. Danica Patrick's 30 laps down. And the 46 is 30 laps down. So the big one early here, taking out a lot of drivers. 98, the latest victim to Jamie McMurray. The 55 is up next to go a lap down if he can get to him. Jamie McMurray, your race leader here on lap 40 of 78. We're going to use the iAnthuny camera and move around this track once again. Let's go take a look. Let's say you rent one of these RVs, and here's where you're chilling at. This is your view. We got one guy going low there. It looks like it was Austin Dillon. Here comes your race. Oh no, I mean Joey Logano is a couple laps down now. He was your race leader at one point. Oh, we have green flag pit stops going on. Finally, here comes Ryan Blaney, Carl Edwards up pit road, Jimmy Johnson coming off pit road. So we're going to see how everybody lines up after this. Let's say you're sitting over here in 1 and 2. Here's your view. Whoops. Moved a little bit too far out. So let's go up here. Right now, Ryan Newman is scored in first place, followed by Denny Hamlin. The 5, the 23, and 47 are your top 5. There are 6 cars on the lead lap. If caution comes out right now, one of these 6 cars has a good chance of winning this race. And there goes Alex Bowman off of pit road. It's lap 44 of 78. This is the Can-Am 78 here on iAnthuny. We're using the iAnthuny camera right now just to see how it would look if you were sitting in this position. Let's move one more time. We'll take right here. Four cars, 5 cars on the lead lap still. And here comes your race leader. Oh no way, Jimmy McMurray was your race leader. He's back in 5th position right now. The 31 is your race leader. And there he goes. He's going to hit his pit stall. Let's go on board with him if we could find him. We probably won't be able to. Right there we go. Oopsie. Here we are with your race leader, Ryan Newman. The 1 might be there. We're going to let the computer update and let us know where everybody will be at. There goes Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, and Denny Hamlin. Does the computer still got Ryan Newman scored in first place? We will find out. Nope, Jamie McMurray is back in first place right now. So let's get moving back up towards the leader. So Jamie McMurray gets on pit road, gets it all done, and he's still your race leader here on lap 47 of 78. Followed by Paul Menard, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick is up to 5th position. 6th place is Carl Edwards, 11 is in 7th. Ryan Newman falls back to 8th. Greg Biffle having a decent day here still. He's in 9th position, and Tony Stewart is in 10th right now. 30 laps to go here at Phoenix International Raceway. Thank you guys for watching. We're watching our race leader here, Jamie McMurray. He's got 3 seconds on 2nd place. Alright, so here he goes. He's looking like he's going to put the 47 of that down. Is 47 going to be the next victim? Yes, he will be. David Reagan is up next on the list, followed by Eric Alvarola. Jamie McMurray leading the way here, lap 52 of 78. Phoenix International Raceway. Nice, decent day here. Looks pretty nice out there, doesn't it? Paul Menard, 4 seconds behind your race leader here. Let's go a little bit further back just to check out everybody. So here we go. There's Paul Menard. Look how far back he is from the race leader. There goes the leader into the turn. And Paul Menard just now coming into that turn. Third place is Brad Keselowski. Fourth is Kevin Harvick. The leader dives into one right there, and here comes Kevin Harvick. Almost a whole straightaway or more behind him. Fifth place is Ryan Blaney. Sixth place is Carl Edwards. Seventh is Greg Biffle. Tony Stewart is eighth. Ryan Newman is ninth. Denny Hamlin back up to 10th place. 11th is Kyle Larson. Alex Bowman is 12th. Chase Elliott is in 13th position right now. I think he's just looking to get this season over. He'll probably win Rookie of the Year. And that's only because he's a Hendrick ride. Jeff Gordon's old car. Honorable mention to Ryan Blaney. He really performed in that 21 car. I haven't seen anybody jump into that 21. You know, besides Trevor Bayne getting lucky and winning the Daytona 500. Having luck with that car. And we've seen a lot of drivers go through that 21. Elliott Sadler. Who else? Ricky Rudd was in there. Of course, Trevor Bayne. But yes, shout out to the other Rookie of the Year who is having a decent day here in this race. Ryan Blaney in 5th position. Still following the Penske too. Lap 58 of 78, guys. Everybody falling way back. Second place is Paul Menard. Third place is Kevin Harvick. And fourth is Brad Keselowski. Fifth is Ryan Blaney. But they are over 5 seconds behind your race leader. And, you know, if you're going to win a race towards the end of the season, why not let it be Jamie McMurray? Who knows how long his future is in NASCAR. We got Brian Scott stepping away, a rookie in the Sprint Cup Series, and he'll be leaving NASCAR. Maybe he burnt too many bridges leaving RCR the way he did. Maybe the King doesn't want to deal with him anymore. It could be a factor of him not being able to find anybody else to drive for if Richard Petty were to get rid of him. So why not just call it quits? He's been a wrecker this year. The Brian Scott wrecking machine. So we'll see who will take over his role next year as King Wrecker. It might go back to Danica Patrick. Who knows? We're on lap 61 of 78, and Jamie McMurray's your race leader here. He's about to put the 43 a lap down. Next on this list is Clint Boyer. A lot of drivers out of this race early. The 7, the 83, the 18, and the 44. The 20, and the 10, and the 46. Also out of this race early. The 13 is 12 laps down. 41, Kurt Busch, he's out of the chase. He's 3 laps down. Also a big contender out of the chase is Matt Kenseth. He crashes out. And he's 55 laps down right now still as they run. So terrible day for Matt Kenseth. Any other chase contenders? Joey Logano is in 29th. He had an unscheduled pit stop. And he ended up stopping twice. So he could have had a vibration and then maybe a loose lug nut after that stop. And that really blew his day. He was leading the race earlier. Here goes Jamie McMurray by Clint Boyer. And he's going to be a lap down for sure now. Next on the list for Jamie McMurray to lap down is the 3 car of Austin Dillon, the 95 and the 5. Jimmy Johnson is in 16th place right now, but he's got his ticket stamped for Miami Homestead. The 11 is in 12th position right now. He needs to get it done. The only other driver that is secure in the chase is Carl Edwards. And Kevin Harvick moves up to 2nd place right now. Still over 5 seconds behind first place Jamie McMurray here. Paul Menard is in 3rd place. Ryan Blaney is in 4th. And Carl Edwards is in 5th. Big crash here earlier. And today, guys, I couldn't believe how they just kept stacking up. We had 4 wide off of 1. The 4 got into the 24 a little bit. And that just triggered everybody. Every driver got triggered. Even Gary Goldling, he got triggered. Brian Scott got triggered. And the biggest trigger of the day was from the 18 machine. We're on lap 68 of 78. Ed Kurt Busch is going another lap down here. Jamie McMurray just owning it up today. Let's go a little bit further back to see where 2nd place is. And that's Kevin Harvick. He might make it into the chase with how all these other bad drivers are doing. He needs a caution here desperately. Paul Menard is in 3rd place. 4th is Ryan Blaney. 5th is, you guessed it, Greg Biffle, having a really good solid day here for Jack Roush, who his racing team hasn't done too much in the past 5-6 years or 4 or 5 years. Let's hope he gets something done here soon because, geez, it's terrible seeing a race team go so bad. I mean, what happened? Did that kind of happen to Yates Racing? They kind of ended up folding up after a while. So shout out to Greg Biffle in 5th place. Carl Edwards, last week's winner at Texas. He's in 6th place right now. Alex Bowman, I don't know what Alex is. Yeah, Alex just passed Carl Edwards. So Alex Bowman is in 6th and Carl Edwards is in 7th right now. Cousin Carl having a decent day here in the top 10. Let's get back up towards your race leader though. Jamie McMurray going by the 55. Trump machine. Donald Trump will be your next president voted by the American people. Let's hope he does the country right. If it is possible, let's make America great again. Jamie McMurray, your race leader here on lap 72 of 78. This race is almost over. 2nd place is over 5 seconds behind. And the 27 is way behind him. So we're going to have 2 spots in the chase determined by where these guys finish. And I think Kevin Harvick is going to take the 3rd spot in the chase. Who is the 4th person to take the last spot? Let's go down the list here. And it looks like it's going to be the 11, Denny Hamlin. So there's your final 4 as it runs right now. Lap 73, 78. Your final 4 for Homestead are Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick, and Denny Hamlin. But we still got a lot of racing to go here. Over 5 miles to go here left at Phoenix. thank you guys for watching. I know you guys are very busy people. You got work, you got school, you got everything to do, and you're here watching. Thank you very much. Jamie McMurray, your race leader here, and he has such a lead. He does not want to see a caution come out right now. A caution would ruin Jamie McMurray's day. This is the Can-Am 78 at Phoenix International Raceway. I'm iAnthuny. Thank you for watching this simulation. And it looks like the 3 is finally going to be caught up by Jamie McMurray. And he could be going a lap down now. Yes, it looks like he will be. Jamie McMurray is going to go to the inside at turn 1. He might complete the pass here. He does. We're on lap 76 of 78. Jamie McMurray, your race leader. And here we go. He's going to clear the 95 this time. Jamie McMurray. White flag will be in the air this time by the Cessna Chevrolet, diving into one last time here at Phoenix for the 2016 season. Jamie McMurray and his fans look like they're going to get it done here. If he could get through 3 and 4, good here. Oh yeah, he's got this. Jamie McMurray off of turn 4 for the last time. Checkered flag in the air, and Jamie McMurray wins the Can-Am 78 simulation on iAnthuny. Let's give him a round of applause. Kevin Harvick brings it home second. Ryan Blaney, nice run for him. He finishes third. Paul Menard is fourth, and Alex Bowman is fifth. We had a wreck here early, guys, that took out a lot of these drivers. It was the big one. It had to taken out at least 15 cars right away at the beginning of this race. So we had the 7, the 83, and the 18, and the 44, all over what, 72 laps down. They completed like 6 laps, so that shows you how big the big one was. We're gonna pause this right here when he crosses the start and finish. Oh wait, that was with the white flag. Let's go one more time around here. Okay, there we go. Boom. Alright, let's bust out the iAnthuny camera, and we'll wrap this thing up here at Phoenix International Raceway. Thank you guys for stopping by. Jamie McMurray, your race winner here. And he's going to bring it home in the Cessna Chevy. Let's get this out the way. There you go. So, yes, the 7, 83, 18, and 44 all laps down. Numerous. Like, they just started parked, basically. The 46, 10, and the 20 also having super bad days. The 13's 28 laps down. A lot of these guys, a lot of laps down, all the way up to 18th position. But Jamie McMurray takes home first place. Kevin Harvick is second. Paul Menard is third. Ryan Blaney is fourth. Alex Bowman is fifth. So there you go, everybody. Let's take a look at who advances. We got Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards advancing. We're going to assume the 4 will be advancing. He'll lock up number 3 spot at the chase for the Sprint Cup. And the last place will probably go to the next person down the list. That's the highest ranking finisher here. And that's going to be the 11. Denny Hamlin will compete for a Sprint Cup championship this year. So there you go. According to the simulation, we got Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick, and Denny Hamlin advancing. Harvick did not repeat here. He's been known to win here, but he didn't get it done today. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, We will see you in the games. I'm headed off to Homestead, Miami, everybody. We'll see you guys over there. Peace.